Hi guys, I'm Daniel, and let's start packing because we are traveling to Athens, Greece. Every year, thousands of tourists visit Greece and the Greek islands, and one of the main attractions is the Greek capital. Athens is one of the oldest cities in the world. Records go back to around 3500 years BC. If you are planning to go there, watch this video. I will guide you through the city, tell you what to see or what to do in just 2 days. At the end of the video, I'm going to share my honest review about my experiences. You can download my travel plan from the link below, with some information which I hope you find useful. You'll also find some affiliate links for hotels where you can stay or trips which you can take while you are in the city. So let's our big fat Greek adventure begin. To avoid the crowd at the ticket office, I recommend you to start your first day at the ancient Agora and then make your way up to the Acropolis. Get off at the Acropolis metro station. From here, you will get to the ancient Agora in a few minutes. There you can buy a combined ticket, which is valid for the Acropolis and other ancient ruins, and costs around €30 and valid for 5 days. A single ticket to the Acropolis is €20, so I think the combined ticket is a better option. The ancient Agora was Athens' heart back in the days. The Greek word Agora means together. It was not only a meeting place, but also a place for administration and commerce. In this park you will find 2 well-preserved buildings which worth visiting. The first is the store of Attalos, which used to be an ancient shopping mall where several stores were located under the covered walkway. It is a perfect place to take some pictures. The other one is the Temple of Hephaestus, honoring the patron god of metalworking, craftsmanship and fire. Heading to the Acropolis, you will walk by many other ruins, for example, the Roman Forum of Athens. You will enter to this magnificent site through a monumental gateway. People lived here until the late 6th century BC, but after it was transformed into the city of temples. The most famous landmark here is the Parthenon, which was the temple dedicated to goddess Athena. According to the ancient founding myth, both Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, the god of the seas, wanted to become the patron of the yet unnamed city. They agreed, whoever gave Athenians the best gift could become their patron. Poseidon struck his trident in the ground and the saltwater spring welled up, while Athena gifted them an olive tree. The king of Athens accepted Athena's gift and declared her as the patron goddess of the city. The temple honoring her, the Parthenon, was the largest Doric temple ever completed in Greece. It took 15 years to build and had a gigantic statue of her which was over 12 meters high and made of gold. The other standing building on the north side of the Acropolis is the Aeropagus, which was declared to both Athena and Poseidon. It is famous for the porch of the Caryatids, where 6 draped female figures are the supporting columns. At the bottom of the hill you will find 2 ancient theatres, the Odeon of Herodes and the Theatre of Dionysus. If you want to learn more about the Acropolis, you should visit the Acropolis Museum, which is next to the site and showcases its surviving treasures. The museum was built to house every artifact found on the rock and on the surrounding slopes, from the Greek Bronze Age to the Roman and Byzantine Greece. To take amazing pictures of the Acropolis, go to the nearby Aeropagus Hill or the Philopapo Hill. End your day wandering in the Plaka neighborhood in the shadow of the Acropolis. Tiny streets, filled with stores and restaurants, is the perfect spot to taste some Greek gyros, moussaka or souvlaki. You can also visit the Panathenic Square and Flea Market, which lies at the bottom of the Acropolis and the center of the activity day and night. See the sunset while drinking Greek wine at one of the rooftop bars. I've decided to dedicate my second day to the Olympics and headed to the Panathenic Stadium, which is still in use today and the only stadium in the world built entirely of marble. Did you know that the ancient Olympics were never held in Athens? They were held in the city of Olympia, and Athens was the home of the Panathenic Games. What is the difference between the two? The Olympic Games was for every man, but only Athenians could compete in the Panathenic Games. There were differences in the prizes too. Olympian winners got olive wreaths with ribbons, while Panathenians got money and jars of olive oil. The ancient Olympic Games were originally a festival and celebration of and for Zeus, the king of the Greek gods. All three Greek males were allowed to take part, although the majority of Olympians were soldiers. Women could not compete or even attend. Athens was, however, the host of the first modern Olympics in 1896, and the opening and the closing ceremonies were held here at the Panathenic Stadium. 14 nations and 241, all male at least, took part in the games. My home country, Hungary, was also one of the participating nations. However, it was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire at that time. It really makes me proud that our tiny nation is ranked 10th at the total number of medals won during the Summer Olympic Games, beating countries like Canada, Spain and Greece. In 2004, Summer Olympics was also held in Athens, so I visited the Olympic Sport Complex. But I wish I haven't. Because of the fact that Greece is the birthplace of these games, I assume there will be some kind of museum or experience center dedicated to it, but I didn't find any. I know the headquarters of the Olympic Committee is in Lausanne, Switzerland, but come on Greece, you should have something in your capital too, right? I wish there were some kind of exhibition about the torches and medals on display, or I would even pay to take a picture holding a medal in front of my flag just for fun. Anyway, the sport complex at least was a great place to play with my drone. These are the most famous landmarks, which I managed to fit into 2 days. But what else could you do if you are there? You could go also visit the Byzantine and the Christian Museum, wander in the National Garden, climb up to the Mount Lycabettus or go to the beach. To be honest, I expected much more from the Greek capital. It was hard for me to find things which interest me and not just ruins. If you want to extend your stay in Greece, there are plenty of day trips you can choose from. You could visit the sacred center of the ancient Greek world at Delphi and explore the ruins of the famous theater and the Apollo temple. Take a tour to the Meteora monasteries, which is an important Orthodox site in Greece, built on the top of giant rocks. You can spend the day cruising to the 3 main islands, Hydra, Poros and Aegina. You can also hop on a plane and travel to Santorini, for example, just like I did. Check out that travel guide video too. My overall experience in the Greek capital was okay. Maybe I think I had high expectations. But I think visiting Athens should be on your bucket list, because you have to see the Acropolis in person. There were, however, some things which were unusual for me or you might find interesting. First of all, Athens and many Greek cities have an old sewage system. Therefore, you cannot throw used toilet paper into the toilet. Signs inform you that you have to put them into the bin. The other thing was the Greek alphabet. Many signs have versions with Latin letters, which makes the navigation easier. But the Greek alphabet also has lower and uppercase letters, which confuse me sometimes. For example, look at this word. This means syntagma, which is one of the metro stations in Athens. And this is how you write it in uppercase letters. I also did a little bit of research, and this is how Daniel Roland would look like in Greek letters. I have to mention that the public transport is okay though. You can get basically anywhere with the metro lines, and you can easily buy tickets at the ticket machines. But I found the buses not so reliable. If you are tired of walking, just hop on one of the many electronic rollers in the city and you are good to go. Please also keep in mind that the major retail and grocery stores are closed on Sunday. However, you can find several kiosks in the city which are open almost 24/7. You can pay by card in almost everywhere except of the kiosks. This was it. I hope you find this video useful. If so, subscribe to my channel and follow my journey around the world. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. See you next time!